Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Hopkinton High School Athletic Center for Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Basketball on HCAM. It is playoff time as the 6-seeded 17-3 Hopkinton Hillers welcome in 38th-seeded Middleboro Sachems, who are 13-8 overall. Tom Nappy alongside Wally Henneberry on the call. And Wally, we are just a few minutes away from this playoff matchup. The first time these two teams, I think, have ever seen each other, at least in recent history. And the winner of this game will advance on to the Sweet 16 to take on Milford, who got the upset win over Neshoba last night. And just looking around, what an atmosphere we have here at Hopkinton High School today.
Yeah, very exciting. It's playoff game at home, which is pretty rare for the Hillers. So we're really excited to be here to be doing the game. Stands are filling up. They've got the full-size student section at the end of the court there, waiting to be filled up with students. But yeah, it's a very exciting night. I'm really excited for the game. Can't say excited enough times.
Absolutely. It should be a packed house. It already is pretty packed, and it continues to fill up. A good amount of Middleboro fans have shown up as well, and it should be a fun time here this afternoon at the Hopkinton High School Athletic Center. The Hillers looking to get a playoff win after they fell in the first round last season. They're looking to get past that point. Right now, we'll send it to courtside for the introductions.
Good evening and welcome to Hopkinton High School for tonight's MIAA first round Varsity Boys Basketball Tournament game as the Middleboro Sachems take on your hometown Hopkinton Hillers. Hopkinton High School is committed to the highest ideals of sportsmanship and establishing a healthy environment for interscholastic competition. We will not tolerate negative statements or actions directed towards competitors, game officials, or fans in attendance. Such actions include taunting, trash talking, and the berating of players or officials. Please respect all decisions made by officials. Please respect fans, coaches, participants, and opponents alike. Thank you for helping create a positive, respectful, and fun environment here at HHS. And now for tonight's lineups. For the Middleboro Sachems, playing guard, number 2, junior captain Ryan Marzelli. Playing forward, number 21, junior captain Brady Roach. Playing guard, number 22, senior captain Matt Youngquist. Playing guard, number 23, senior captain Zach Iwaniski. And playing forward, number 24, junior Jackson Davenport. The coaches for Middleboro are Joe Pawsey, Greg Ulrich, Brian Wixton, and Chris Zulot. And now for your hometown Hopkinton Hillers. Playing guard, number 3, junior Cooper Willitson. Playing guard, number 21, junior Sam Dadagian. Playing forward, number 35, senior Anthony DeLuca. Playing guard, number 10, senior captain Jack Iannelli. And playing forward, number 15, senior captain Sam Pantera. The Hillers are coached by Tom Keene, assisted by Chris Banks, Rich Cormier, and Jay Golden. We now ask if you are able to please rise for the singing of our national anthem by our students section.
And there you have it, a wonderful job by the Hopkinton High School student section on the national anthem. I wonder if they rehearse all.
I'm sure they do all the time. I'm surprised they don't call themselves the Hopkinton High School Choir.
And we are ready for tip-off here in this round of 32 game in the Division II bracket. Milford took down Neshoba last night, 57-50. To advance on. So the winner of this game will take on Milford. If it is the Hillers, they will host Milford. If it is Middleboro, Milford will host Middleboro. But we're hoping it's going to be the Hillers, and we'll be seeing the Milford Scarlet Hawks next week. As off the opening tip, DeLuca knocks it forward to Pantera, and we are underway. The Hillers in their home white jerseys working left to right across your screen. Pantera drives in, lays it up, no good. Rebound Middleboro collected by Matt Youngquist.
Yeah, good news for the Hillers, and Sam Pantera back from his injury. He's in the starting lineup. He gets his first shot of the game, so we're happy to have him back, and good for the Hillers. That'll be a big boost for them going in this game.
This certainly will, as Marzelli feeds it up top to Davenport. Now back to Youngquist. Tipped by Iannelli, and he can't keep it in. It'll stay with Middleboro. Good hustle as usual by the senior.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of that tonight. A lot of the pressure defense by the Hillers, a lot of active hands on defense in the passing lanes. You're going to see a lot of tip passes and a lot of steals.
Marzelli drives the lane up with the fadeaway, no good. Ball batted around, collected by DeLuca, fires it up to Willardson, now to Pantera. Pantera feeds it back out to Willardson. Up top to Dejan. Pantera, now to Iannelli. Down the lane he goes, up for the jumper. No good, falls out. Collected by Youngquist.
Yeah, got a good look there. Able to work the ball into the lane. Just didn't get the bucket to fall.
Shot from the elbow, no good. Dejan collects the rebound. Up top, DeLuca. Now to Iannelli. Dejan going to take it down the lane, around the defender, off the window and in. Hillers strike first. Full court pressure. Willardson got a hand on it, but Middleboro able to keep. Youngquist feeds it over to the corner. Now up top is Davenport. Now along the wing, Marzelli for three. No good off the mark. Tipped by DeLuca, collected by Roach. Pass over to the right wing. A shot for three is no good by Owanski, and the Hillers have it. Iannelli taking it down to the rack. No good. Yeah, he was hoping for a foul there. There was some contact, but no call. Dejan with a steal. A behind-the-back dribble as he comes up court. Feeds it to Pantera. Pantera driving baseline.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, nice finish.
Yeah, great play by Pantera. First with the look fake. Gets his man to go the wrong way, and then he's able to put the ball on the floor, go baseline, and lay it in nice and easy. Great play by Pantera to finish, and Dejan started off with the rebound, and then the good dribbling up the court behind his back, and then gets it to the open man in the corner. Great play by the Hillers on the break.
Good start for the Hillers, 4-0 lead with 5:49 left to go in the first quarter. An early timeout by Middleboro. Middleboro had a preliminary game. They had to advance on to the round of 32, and Middleboro, the 38th seed, took on 27th seeded Reading in the prelims and won that game 59-57.
Close one.
So a nice win for Middleboro over a good Reading team. And of course, this bracket has had to deal with some changes due to a school that was added a little late to the postseason, a little late getting their paperwork in. But they were able to get into the postseason, but they had to redo the bracket, so that was a bit frustrating, but it's good that we have action now.
Yeah, the team's got about a week break in between the end of the season and the beginning of the playoffs here.
Shot for three, falls out, collected by Davenport, puts it back up off the missed Owanski shot, no good. Dejan has it. Dejan over to Iannelli, count it.
You're going to see a lot of that tonight, and if things like that are happening, then it's good things for the Hillers.
Stolen by Willardson, to Dejan. Trying to sneak between a pair of defenders, ball batted around, and it's loose. And now it's going to go back court, and it's going to be Hiller ball. Pantera claiming possession. Willardson for three, yes! What a start for the Hillers. Hillers, a 9-0 run to start things. Now a steal. Iannelli up for the shot. Count it.
Yeah, their defense is already paying dividends here, and their aggressiveness going to the rack is really paying off for them.
Owanski up to Roach. The Hillers in full gear right now.
Yeah, this is when you know that they're going well.
Looking for the first bucket of the game for Middleboro. They'll get it, courtesy of Jackson Davenport. Willardson feeds it into Pantera.
Yeah, there goes the shutout.
Iannelli to Dedasian. Willardson along the lane, up with the jumper. Yes! Cooper Willardson with an early 5 points. Hillers up 13-2. Full court pressure continues. Here comes Youngquist, feeds it over. Back and forth they go. Youngquist back to Owanski, who lays it in. Well, Middleboro, they're going to have to play with a very quick pace to keep up with this Hillers team. Willardson driving in, up and in with the shot. 3 field goals already for Cooper Willardson.
Yeah, he's playing with a lot of confidence right here in the early going.
Davenport over to Youngquist. Youngquist to the corner. 3 attempts. No good by Marzelli. And the putback is good by Youngquist. Iannelli up top to Pantera. Dedasian out of the corner. Willardson for 3. No good. And it's a Middleboro rebound collected by Brady Roach. Marzelli with the pass up. Driving in. Owanski feeds it underneath. No good with the baseline jumper from Davenport. The Hillers have it. Willardson and Dedasian. Willardson feeds it over to Iannelli. Iannelli going to take his time with it. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Little over 3 minutes left to go in what has been an exciting first quarter. Pantera along the baseline. Up. No good. Collected by Roach. The ball gets away. It's batted away. Now a battle for it. And they're going to say it was out of bounds. Middleboro basketball.
Yeah, I think Pantera got to the ball, had his hands on it while his foot was on the baseline, or the sideline, sorry. So still really good defensive action there by the Hillers.
And I'll tell you what, Wally, the stand's absolutely packed. And the student section, they're all on their feet. Hillers with some early excitement in this one, as they started off with an 11-2 run. Up with the reverse, in and the foul by Matt Youngquist.
That's a generous call by the official there to give him the bucket. I think the foul was way before the shooting action.
I agree. But it will be an and one attempt for the senior captain, Matt Youngquist. No good, falls out, collected by Marcinowski. Here comes the Hillers. Dedasian feeds it out to Iannelli. Now gets it over to Cho. Now along the corner, Marcinowski. Back to Cho, around the perimeter they go. And it's stolen away. Perhaps a little too much passing there by the Hillers. Davenport gets it over to Youngquist. Youngquist goes up and in. That's his 3rd field goal of the evening. Iannelli to the corner. Dedasian for 3. No good. And a rebound collected by Marzelli. Driving in is Owanski. No good there. Battle for it. Cho comes away with it.
Has Dedasian on the right wing. Goes on the other side.
Iannelli with it. Gets it over to Cho. Back to Dedasian. Dedasian for 3. No good. Collected by Marcinowski. And it's going to be Middleboro basketball. Well, Middleboro has worked their way back in, a 15-10 game.
Yeah, the Hillers started a game with an 11-0 run.
Youngquist feeds it over. Here's Marzelli. Drives baseline, no good. Battle for it. It is collected by Roach. Up top is Covell. Dylan Covell feeds it into the interior. Up and in with the hook is Matt Youngquist.
Yeah, great pass by Covell. A no-look pass to Covell cutting underneath the basket.
Show up top to Iannelli. Iannelli drives the lane. Up up with the hook, and he draws the foul. He's going to the line with 1:14 left to go.
And that foul is going to be on Brady Roach from Middleboro. It's his first, the team's first. He couldn't get that bucket to fall, so he's going to be shooting 2. This is the first.
Rare miss from the line for Iannelli. Jack Iannelli with 4 points so far this evening. There's point number 5. 4-point lead for the Hillers. Full court pressure once again. Youngquist coming up court against DeLuca. Feeds it over to Covell. Covell over to Marzelli, who drives in and puts it in. Cho will take it up. Del Ponte back out to Cho. Marcinowski kicks it out to Iannelli, driving in, feeds the corner, and it's batted away from the grasp of DeLuca. It'll stay with the Hillers.
Yeah, I think I would have liked to have seen Iannelli take that open jumper.
Marcinowski on the entry. There's Cho. Scoots it through to Marcinowski. Up, off the glass, no good. And it is going to go Middleboro's way. Marcinowski was trying to argue his case.
Yeah, I think it went off either Cho or Marcinowski, and it looked like Marcinowski could have grabbed the ball too. It's a shame he didn't. But a good possession there. Marcinowski's kind of having his way inside. He hasn't been able to get anything converted yet, but he's getting the quick looks right underneath.
Marzell with it. Drives down, feeds the corner, up for 3. No good there. Marcinowski comes away with it off the missed Evers shot. Fed up by DeLuca. DeLuca along the top of the perimeter gets it back to Iannelli. 10 seconds left. Cho back to Iannelli. Del Ponte pulls down the high pass. Feeds it in. DeLuca at the buzzer. Count it. Nice way to end the quarter for the Hillers. Anthony DeLuca laying it in.
He was behind the backboard and somehow able to contort his body in the air to get the ball in front of the backboard and into the hoop. What a great play.
An 18-14 game at the end of quarter number 1. And Wally, we have ourselves a back and forth battle as you would expect in the postseason.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and at first it looked like it was going to be going all Hillers' way. They started the game on an 11-0 run. And as we always say, basketball is a game of runs, and Middleboro came back and made a game of it. Now it's a little bit tighter, and it's going back and forth in like smaller runs, like runs of 4 or 6 points. So hopefully the Hillers can keep that up, keep their pressure defense up.
Yeah, I mean, looking around at this bracket, I think you could throw the seeding out the window, you could throw the records out the window. These are all good teams that are left here in this Division II bracket, and anyone could beat anyone on any given night, as shown already with a lot of upsets in this Division II bracket.
Yeah, with Middleboro being a 38 seed and advancing, that's pretty impressive.
Certainly is. So far in the game, your scoring leaders, Matt Youngquist for Middleboro with 8 points. And for the Hillers, it's Cooper Willardson with 7. On the entry is Zawanski. Gets it into Marzelli, back to Zawanski. Marzelli feeds the corner. With it is Evers. Back up top, now driving down, Youngquist, and he'll lay it in.
Real strong move going baseline, and then laying it in real strong. That's a great move by Youngquist.
Iannelli out to Dedejian. Iannelli turns it back to Dedejian. Back and forth they go, trying to shake things up. Willardson. Iannelli thought about it. Takes it in, goes up for the shot. No, it falls out. And Middleboro has it, collected by Davenport. Long 3 attempt, and it's good. Matt Youngquist knocking it down. That was an NBA 3 there.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Long pass to Dedejian, feeds it out to Pantera. Willardson to the corner. Pass across by DeLuca. Iannelli. Along the block, gets it to DeLuca. DeLuca up and in.
And should have got a foul called.
A 1-point game. Back and forth we go. Marzelli with it. Wansky feeds the corner. Evers for three. No. Collected by Willardson. Pantera. Over to Iannelli. We'll go around the top of the perimeter.
And Middleboro's playing a 2-3 zone defense, and they're being very efficient with it and very patient.
Luca kicks it out to Dedejian. 15 on the shot clock. Out to Pantera. Pantera feeds it to Iannelli, and Iannelli draws contact. Little grab there.
Yes, that'll be a foul on the floor, and that's going to be on
Brady Roach. Oh, you are correct. Marzelli.
His first, team's first of the quarter.
Dedejian feeds it into DeLuca. Kicks it out to Willardson. Willardson up. No good. Pulled down by Davenport.
I would have liked DeLuca had a close look at the hoop right there. I think he should have gone up with it.
Yeah, I think the Hillers need to utilize their big men more in the low post shooting wise.
Yeah. And that's actually not a good thing that Pantera was hurt, but while he was out, they were able to cultivate Marcinowski and DeLuca a lot more. So they got a three-man, big man rotation now this year, which is really nice for them.
Foul on Cooper Willardson there on the entry. Awanski. Zach Awanski gets it in. Marzelli drives baseline. No good on the shot. It is pulled down. The putback going to draw a foul. Jackson Davenport going to the line.
That's going to be on Anthony DeLuca, his first. Second team foul in the quarter.
First free throw, no good. Jackson Davenport, the junior, on the second attempt. No good. Batted in the air, pulled down by Dedejian. Feeds it up to Willardson. Up top now, DeLuca. Back out to Dedejian, driving it over to DeLuca. Up for the lay-in, no good. And Middleboro has it, collected by Marzelli.
Really good interior ball movement there by the Hillers. That's how they'll need to score on those layups like that.
Couple defenders around him, but up for the shot and in is Jackson Davenport. And we're going to get a Hiller timeout. 5:14 left to go in the first half. Middleboro has claimed the 1-point lead.
Yeah, they've gone on a 7-2 run here to open up the quarter.
Well, I'll tell you what, Wally, I think Middleboro's made it pretty clear they're not going down without a fight.
No, they're here for the fight. Yeah.
This game will be going, I think, all the way down to the final seconds. And of course, we mentioned the winner advances to take on Milford in the round of 16. The Hillers and Milford actually met up in the playoffs back in the 2019-2020 season. It was a Hopkinton win in that game, 66-59, but they did also meet up this season over at Milford High School, a game that we had for you here on HCAM on December 22nd. And Milford got the win in that one, 66-63, but of course none of that means anything unless you get past this Middleboro team.
Right, you have to get by Middleboro before you start thinking about Milford, of course.
Just a little playoff history show on the entry. I'll tell you what, Wally, this Middleboro team, they seem to have everything that the Hillers have. It appears to be a very even matchup out there. Dedejian gets it to Pantera.
Yeah, they've got a couple of things that I think will give trouble to the Hillers. They've got size, and they seem to handle the press a little bit better than some of the other teams we've seen.
Ooh. Oh, no good on the lay-in by Pantera, and it's collected by Roach. Here comes Covell. Feeds it over to Marzelli. Marzelli working along the top of the perimeter. Back to Covell. Long three. No good. Hiller ball. Cue the air ball chant.
Yeah, right. Coach Joe Paul is not happy with that shot selection there, I can tell you that.
Iannelli takes it up. DeLuca feeds it out to Cho. Back to DeLuca. Underneath the Pantera. No good. Put back, no good.
Oh, they're really getting the look that they want.
And a bucket there by Youngquist. Yeah, the Hillers can't get those layups to fall so far.
They're getting the looks they want. They're getting the ball into DeLuca in the high post and then getting the layup down in the short corner, and they're just not getting the layups converted.
Missed three by Cho there. Middleboro gets it back. A 3-point Sachems lead. Marzelli with it. Over to Covell. Now into Davenport. Gets it out to Marzelli. Over to Covell. Marzelli along the left wing. Trying to feed it in. We'll get it over to Davenport. Through two defenders, and they're going to get him with a foul. I think it's going to be on DeLuca.
Yeah, another great block by Cho. He really has a knack for getting his hands on the shot. And then, then he gets denied by a foul by another player. It has happened a few times. But it's nice to see all the players aggressive and playing defense.
And Jackson Davenport gets the first free throw to fall. He's 1 for 3 so far from the line. 5 points overall. Second of 2. No good. Collected by Pantera. Here comes Iannelli. Over to Del Ponte. Back to Pantera. Iannelli up top, Marcinowski. Starters back in for the Hillers. Well, minus one of their stars. Del Ponte still in there. Dejan to Iannelli. Dejan trying to feed it to Pantera, and it was knocked out by Middleboro. Stays with the Hillers. 2:56 left to go in this second quarter.
Pantera comes out for a rest. Willardson back in.
Willardson along the wing gets it over to Iannelli, up for 3, no good. And it's collected by Evers. Evers over to Marzelli.
So, now the Hillers are in a 2-1-2 zone defense, which we haven't seen a lot here at the end of the season. They like to play a man-to-man defense and then trap out of it. And they're kind of sitting back in this zone, and it's kind of taking the excitement out of the game a little bit of the electricity that the Hillers usually display.
Up and in goes Jackson Davenport. Yeah, you wonder when they'll transition to that typical trapping defense we're used to.
Yeah, it really turns up the power on their offense when they do that.
Dejan along the baseline, feeds it over. Marcinowski draws a foul.
There you go. You go up for it even when you know you're not going to get the shot off, because there's a great chance you'll get fouled. And you don't want to be soft on the block. You want to go up hard. Don't be fearless, just like that.
Marcinowski looking for his first points of the evening. There's one.
And they haven't put up on the board whose that foul was on.
There you go. It's Davenport.
There we go.
And he hits. A couple of well-needed points by Marcinowski and the Hillers. They trail by 4. Full court pressure by the Hillers.
This is more of what we want to see here, I think.
Youngquist feeds it up to Marzelli. And Marzelli collides with Iannelli.
They're going to get a blocking foul on Iannelli.
Hiller fans are hoping for the charge there.
Coach Keene looking for a travel. That's 4 fouls on the Hillers here in this quarter. One more, and they'll put the Sachems in the bonus.
Lewanski into Marzelli. I'll tell you, Wally, we're not used to seeing this Hiller team trailing.
No, and we're not used to seeing them playing like a kind of a relaxed defense.
Marzelli gets it over, up and in Youngquist. Matt Youngquist has been unbelievable offensively for Middleboro in this first half. And a foul against Middleboro.
That's going to be on Matty Evers.
That's his first. Team third for the Sachems. Dejan on the entry. Gets it to Iannelli. Iannelli back to Willetson for 3. Got it! A well-needed 3 there by the Hillers, who only had 4 points in this quarter up until then.
Here we go.
Pantera with the steal. To Iannelli.
Go up with it.
Around
Travel.
the defender.
Travel.
That was a good steal there, but travel called against Iannelli.
Great steal. And then Iannelli kind of hesitated once he got the ball and wasn't sure what he wanted to do with it.
Youngquist gets it over. 3 attempt. And knocking it down, Ryan Marzelli. Hillers move it up the floor quick. And it's knocked out of Dejan's grasp. He gets it back. Over to DeLuca. Up and drawing the foul. It's Marcinowski, rather. He'll go to the line. Good hustle there by Dejan to get that ball back and tip it over to Marcinowski.
And that foul is going to be on Iwanski, his first. Now there's 14 fouls on the Middleboro in this quarter.
Hits the first. He's 3 for 3 from the line. And now he's 4 for 4 from the line. Full court pressure by the Hillers.
Under a minute left in the half here.
Lewanski, no good. Collected by Davenport. Shot from up top and knocking it down, Ryan Marzelli.
That's a big one. 7-point lead for the Sachems right now over the Hillers.
Iannelli with it. Marcinowski kicks it out to Willetson. Back to Marcinowski now. Feeds it across to Dejan. Along the baseline, over to the corner. Willetson for 3. Got it!
That's how you answer a big 3, right? Just come right back down and hit one yourself.
It's a battle here at Hopkinton High School. We're going to have a foul. It's going to be against Iannelli. That's his second.
And that's going to put Middleboro off the line.
Yeah, it looks like Lewanski heading to the line.
So 14 seconds to go here in the half. Second foul by Iannelli. And Middleboro with a 4-point lead.
First of 2, no good. Middleboro struggling from the line a bit. They are 1 for 6 overall.
Middleboro putting some young guys in for the last 14 seconds. Keep his starters out of foul trouble.
1 for 7.
10 seconds left.
Iannelli feeds it to Dejan. Back to Iannelli. Squeezes through the defenders. Kicks it over to Willetson for 3. No good.
That'll do it.
That will do it. What an exciting first half in this playoff matchup at the end of 2 quarters. It is Middleboro 34, the Hillers 30. Wally, we have ourselves a battle here this evening at the Hopkinton High School Athletic Center.
Yeah, we sure do. And Hillers really got it handed to them there in the second quarter. They lost in that quarter. They outscored 20-12. And that's very unusual from what we're used to seeing from the Hillers. But this is why we have playoff basketball. There's really no bad teams left to play.
That's right. Well, I think the Hillers are going to step on the gas even more so in that second half. But it's a very close game at the break. Middleboro leading 34-30. We have another half to go. So stick around. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Playoff Basketball on HCAM.
To the target is going to win $70. So it doesn't have to go in, it's just whoever gets closest. All right? Ready? Any last minute buyers? Speak now, forever please. All right, guys, ready? We're gonna wait. Aiming for it. 3, 2, 1, go!
Welcome back into the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center. We are just about ready for the second half. A 34-30 Middleboro lead as we enter half number 2. Let's take a look at the scoring totals so far in the first half. For the Hillers, Cooper Willardson 13 points, Jack Iannelli with 5, Sam Pantera with 2, Sam Dedejian with 2, James Marcinowski with 4, Anthony DeLuca with 4. For Middleboro, Ryan Marzelli with 8, Matt Youngquist with 17, Zach Owanski with 2, and Jackson Davenport with 7 points for the Sachems.
That tallies with what I have, so I think we're in good shape there. So I think in the much part of the second quarter there, the Hillers really got away from what has made them so successful, at least at the end of the season, with a serious man-to-man trapping defense and real energized game, and they really kind of got away from that. I hope they can kind of turn that on in the second half.
Tom Nappy, Wally Henneberry happen to be on the call. Iannelli drives in up for the shot. Yes, count it. And that was a shot that Iannelli was having a little trouble getting to fall in the first half. Perhaps we'll have a change of luck here in the second half.
All right, this is a good sign right here. Hillers getting their hands on a pass, knocked it out of bounds. Not their ball, but this is kind of what we want to see.
Full court pressure by the Hillers. Youngquist driving down, feeds the corner. Roach with it. Trying to get around the defender. It's tipped by DeLuca, taken by Willardson. Pantera around the defender, no, grabs the rebound. Feeds it out to Willardson, back to Pantera. Fires it across to DeLuca, now to the corner. Dedejian, no good off the back iron. Collected by Willardson. Willardson was battling for it. We have a foul against Middleboro.
All right, good hustle out there for the Hillers so far. This is what we really like to see, and this is what we hope happens more going forward here in the second half.
Second foul of the game on Brady Roach. Sam Dedejian on the entry. Willardson into Pantera. Pantera back out to Willardson. Now Pantera up with the underhand, no good, and rebounded by Youngquist. Youngquist going to take it down around the defender, no good. Battle for it, picked up by DeLuca. Dedejian taking it in from the wing, up for the shot, count it.
And that's another thing that we need to see more of is some more scoring out of Dedejian.
We're knotted up at 34 apiece.
Oh,
what
big
a block by Iannelli.
Big block by Iannelli. This is another thing we need to see more of in the second half. A lot of more energy plays by Iannelli.
He just jumped up and said, "Get that out of here."
Yeah, right on. Came down right on top of him.
Owanski on the entry. Gets it over to the corner. 3 attempt, no good by Marzelli, but Middleboro keeps it. Davenport no good, and the Hillers get it back. Willardson to Pantera. Out to Iannelli. Here's DeLuca down the lane. Off the window, no good. It falls out.
I don't know how that came out.
Youngquist feeds it over, and a block. Grabs his own rebound, however, and puts it up and in. Zach Owanski. We'll get a timeout. 5:55 left to go. A 2-point lead for Middleboro.
Yeah, Hillers come out on fire just the way we wanted, and I don't mean by shooting, just by their actions. Real high energy, really, getting hands on loose balls and tipping passes and turning that into offensive opportunities, and that's really what we want to see, and that's what really kind of drives their whole game plan.
Absolutely. Middleboro showing they have just as much hustle, however, as the Hillers do.
Yeah, it's a real fight out there.
I would say it's pretty even rebound-wise.
Right.
Why don't we take a look at the Division II bracket, some of the round of 32 results. First seeded Malden Catholic took down 32nd seeded Oliver Ames 80-44. 16th Shepherd Hill took down 17th seeded Dartmouth 57-54. Then you had Westwood over Masconomet 59-52. Holyoke over Duxbury 93-72. Somerset Berkeley over Burncoat 62-53. Canton over Stoughton 63-47. And we'll get you more results later on. But a lot of games already taking place in this Division II bracket. There are 3 or 4 games today going on right now. Iannelli with it. Marcinowski over to Dedejian. It's stolen away from Dedejian by Owanski. Some good quick hands there.
Yeah, picked his pocket.
Gets it up over to Youngquist. Up for the jumper. No. Collected by DeLuca. DeLuca to Willitson. Willitson takes it to the house.
Oh, yeah.
Puts it in and draws the foul.
Great one by Willitson there. He goes up against the big man, switches hands to protect the ball, to switch to his left hand, gets the contact on his right side, and puts it in with his left hand as he's crashing to the ground. Really, really fantastic play by Cooper Willitson.
Cooper Willitson is having himself a night. Misses the and one attempt, however. 15 points.
15 points, that's a great night for him.
I don't know if I've seen him score that many this season. We'll have to go back and look at the stats. Marzelli gets it, trying to get it underneath, and it's stolen away by Willitson. Up to Ionelli. Ionelli down the lane, draws a foul, plus the bucket.
And the crowd is, being brought alive here too.
I'll tell you, Wally, this crowd is something else. I don't know if I've ever seen the Athletic Center this packed.
No, it's a great atmosphere tonight for the playoff game. So yeah, 15 points is the most I've had for Cooper Willitson in just the games I've done.
No good there.
Oh, they got to hit their free throws tonight.
Over to Davenport. And
There's
a misfire there.
Yeah, steal by Ionelli, poked it away right to Marcinowski.
Willitson along the corner, gets it over. Along the baseline comes DeLuca, trying to get it to Ionelli. It's batted out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hillers.
Yeah, great hands by Ionelli on that play. Poked it away from the Sachem and right into Marcinowski's hands, and they're off and running. And unfortunately, the possession gets a little derailed with the ball getting knocked out of bounds. But that's what we want to see when Middleboro has the ball.
And big credit to Denise Untaki. She's in the middle of the student section running the camera right now. Certainly not the easiest place to film from, but doing a great job as usual. And Mary Arnott also on camera doing a tremendous job. Willitson feeds it underneath. Marcinowski drawing the foul.
Well, he's been on the doorstep all game with those layups, and they just keep rimming out, and he's getting fouled, which is great. You want him to finish them and get these three-point opportunities, but he's hitting his free throws, and hopefully he can keep that going right here.
Well, you see the Hillers targeting the low post early and often in this third quarter. Missed free throw there.
They have to really hit their free throws in a close game like this, or they're gonna regret it.
Marcinowski 4 for 5 from the line, now 4 for 6. Batted out of bounds, Middleboro basketball. On the entry is Dylan Covell. Full court pressure by the Hillers as Covell gets it into Marzelli.
Yeah, full court man-to-man, which I like to see. This is where they do a lot of damage. There's a poke ball by Ionelli, but they're going to call a foul on him. And that's going to be his third.
I don't know about that one, Wally.
No, I don't either. But that's not a great development for the Hillers, having 3 fouls on Ionelli this early into the third quarter.
Covell on the entry. And he was trying to put it off of DeLuca, but DeLuca says, no, you don't. Marcinowski picks it up to Ionelli. Ionelli gets it out to Dedejian. Dedejian squeezing between the defenders, no good on the shot, and Middleboro has it.
That's a shame. They have missed quite a few of those little bunnies. And not that they're easy, but they
Youngquist drawing the foul plus the bucket.
And Ionelli looks like it might be on him. And it's not. And Ionelli is going to go and sit down, though.
Oh, that's going to be on DeLuca. That's his third.
Yeah, and he's going to go sit down, too. So 2 guys in foul trouble.
Cho and Marcinowski back in the game.
Yeah, they do have, a good deep, 10 guys, so that they can kind of withstand that, which is nice.
Loose ball collected by Owanski as he keeps it in Middleboro's possession, and Youngquist finishes it off. A nice finger roll shot there. Cho out to Willitson. Marcinowski gets it out to Dedejian. Up for the jumper. Count it!
We need to get him going more, too.
We're knotted up at 40 apiece.
The Asian's got 6 points, and I think I'd like to see him, into the double figures by this point usually. Oh, good look.
Good passing by Middleboro and a nice finish by Owanski. Hillers hurry into the offensive zone. Pantera looking for Marcinowski, out to Dadasian. Dadasian trying to work his way through, kicks it out to Cho for 3. Got it! A 1-point game, but Middleboro gonna respond. Davenport gives the lead back to Middleboro. Back and forth we go.
Big bucket for Cho, though, to come off the bench and hit a big one like that.
Cho. Over to Dadasian. Dadasian tripped up, keeps his dribble, and puts it off Sachem, and out of bounds it goes. Hiller ball.
Dadasian lost his footing down there.
Good awareness, though.
Fell down, yeah. He was lucky to keep the ball, and I'm glad he's not hurt.
Pantera on the entry. To Cho. Cho to Marcinowski. Now to Willardson. Now to Dadasian. Squeezes through 2 defenders. Ball batted out of bounds. It's going Middleboro's way, says the official.
Wow,
we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, that got knocked right out of his hands, and I don't think it hit anyone.
They're changing the ruling. Hiller ball.
Yeah, that's a good call by the officials to get together and reverse that.
We had John Ritz quickly run them down the tape so they could take a quick look.
Yeah, that was quick.
Dadasian on the entry. Over to Cho. Dadasian driving it. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. It's stolen away by Davenport. Here comes Middleboro up. And no good there is Evers. Battle for it. Pulled down by Evers. And we're going to have a
Travel.
What a game.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing this kind of stuff. The Hillers are usually the ones out hustling the other team, but Middleboro is up for the challenge, and they are matching them hustle for hustle.
I'll tell you, Wally, isn't this what you want in the playoffs? Stolen away by Covell. Well, the Hillers certainly don't want that. Driving down the lane, up for the shot, and in goes Evers. His first bucket of the evening. Ionelli. To Dadasian, back to Ionelli. Looking for Cho, batted out of bounds off of Owanski.
Yeah, quick hands by Middleboro there. Hillers getting a taste of their own medicine here.
Willardson on the entry. 1:55 left to go in the third quarter. 3-ball to Luca, no good. Pulled down by Youngquist. You don't see him take threes that often. Feeds it over. Marzelli with it. Kicks it out. Covell.
Oh, big travel.
Oh, yeah.
If not an offensive foul first.
Probably should have been a foul as well. A bit of a charge.
Yeah, he pushed off with his offhand and then couldn't keep his balance.
Ionelli is back into the game, as well as DeLuca. Ionelli down the lane, squeezes through the defenders and puts it in.
Yeah, good things happen when Ionelli's driving to the basket.
Taking it up is Marzelli. Up for the jumper, and in goes Youngquist. Ionelli.
Lucky to hang on to that ball.
Trying to work the defender, and no good.
Yeah, looking for a foul there. Almost got one, I think, but kind of the smart play, I would say.
Marzelli feeds it in the low post. No good on the jumper. Grabs his own rebound, puts it back. No good, but a foul drawn by Roach.
I think it's going to be on Willardson. And that's his second. And Hiller's third for the quarter. Just under 50 seconds to go here, so that shouldn't be an issue.
first attempt, no good. Middleboro continuing to struggle from the free throw line. Brady Roach on the second of 2. No good. Pulled down by Pantera. Battle for it. Jump ball call. It's going Middleboro's way.
Good hustle by Middleboro. Pantera had that rebound locked up and brought it down to his waist, and that's where it was grabbed and tied up.
Iannelli over to Willison. Willison on a quick break. Push from behind, and the official caught it. It's going to be a foul on Marzelli.
And that could be their 5th, and Willison could be going in line here, yes.
He is indeed. 3rd foul on Ryan Marzelli. He'll come out of the game.
A couple of big free throws here for Willison. All the free throws are going to be big from here on out.
Cooper Willison with 15 points, a team leading 15 points. Oh, falls out.
Bounced all around, hit every part of the rim except through it.
The rim has not been the Hillers' friend tonight.
No, not from, especially from up close.
Got it.
There it is.
A 2-point game, 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Behind the back dribble by Owanski, working against Willison. Willison nearly knocked it away. It's stolen away. Quick break to Luca. And stripped away. And taken back by Iannelli. Iannelli up for the shot. Draws the foul.
He's going to go shoot too.
Great hustle by Iannelli.
Great hustle by Hillard. Defense there. First started out by with DeLuca, racing down the court. Then he got swallowed up by Middleboro, and then the Hillers were able to keep it alive and get the ball to Iannelli, who went up strong for the layup as usual. He got hammered.
First of 2, got it. Iannelli has added 6 points in this 3rd quarter, actually 7 with that free throw. He has 12 overall.
Yeah, the guards are driving the offense today.
For the tie. Got it! Knotted up at 48 apiece. 20 seconds left in the 3rd. Marzelli.
They're looking to hold it for the last shot, I'd say. Iannelli's got to be careful here with 3 fouls.
Marzelli down the lane, feeds it over. And we're going to call a foul against the Hillers as Owanski drove baseline.
Oh, I thought that was a great block by Willison, and that's going to be his 3rd foul.
Hillers now have 3 of their key pieces with 3 fouls apiece.
Yeah, the 2 leading scorers tonight, and then Anthony DeLuca.
And the first of 2 is good by Zach Owanski, who has been a big contributor in this 3rd quarter. He has 5 3rd quarter points, 7 overall. Nolan Trottier into the game for Middleboro. No good off the rim, rebound to Dasian.
5 seconds to go.
Can they get the buzzer beater off? Iannelli at the buzzer, no good. And at the end of 3, it is Middleboro 49, the Hillers 48. It was a 18-15 quarter in favor of the Hillers. And it will all come down to the 4th.
Yeah, they try to get back to what really makes them hum with that pressure defense and turnovers on defense and turning them into offensive points. Did a lot better job in that quarter than they did in the 2nd quarter, but definitely not as good as they did to start the game and in some of the other games we've seen. So hopefully they can start to wear down Middleboro with that press and start to turn some of these opportunities into points. And a lot of times these opportunities they're getting on offense are getting great layups, great looks, getting close, and not able to sink the layups and get the points. And that's kind of hurting them. They probably got 12 points they've left on, just outside the rim tonight. And that would make a big difference in this game. And so hopefully they can turn that around, start hitting every layup.
Absolutely. Scoring totals for the Hillers: Cooper Willardson 16 points, Jack Ionelli 13, Sam Pantera 2, Gavin Show with 3, Sam Dadajian with 6, James Marcinowski 4, Anthony DeLuca 4. We are underway in the fourth quarter. Hillers working right to left across your screen. Ionelli feeds it to Pantera. Out to DeLuca for 3. No good. Hiller rebounded. Asian collects, puts it back up, draws the foul.
This is what I was going to say. I would like to see more scoring out of Dadajian and DeLuca also here. So hopefully this might get Dadajian kick-started here, going to the line early.
Well, we have a moment. Here are the Middleboro point totals. Ryan Marzelli with 8 points. Youngquist with 23.
It's a shame. They really need to hit these free throws.
Wolanski with 7 and Davenport with 9, and then you have Evers with 2. No good on the first. Can he hit the second? Yes, he can. Full court pressure by the Hillers.
Full court man-to-man. I like to see it.
It's Covell with it. Feeds it to midcourt to Davenport. Davenport down the lane. And a nice finish plus the foul.
Yeah, that's a nice strong move by Davenport to break the press on his own, getting the ball in the midcourt.
The Middleboro student section now on their feet. A 2-point Middleboro lead back into the game for the Hillers. There's Marcinowski as DeLuca has committed his 4th foul.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Missing DeLuca with 4 fouls in the fourth quarter, that's going to be tough.
No good on the end one there. Hillers working in the offensive zone. Ionelli gets it out to Dadajian. Back to Ionelli. Dadajian. Pantera. Looking for Marcinowski. It got away from him. Here comes Marzelli.
It's the look they wanted, and Marcinowski seemed like he didn't know the ball was coming.
Oh, a Middleboro rebound by Davenport, and he puts it in. Ionelli trying to respond, draws the foul.
Yeah, Middleboro jumped onto a 4-point lead here in the fourth quarter quick. But they get the ball in Ionelli's hands, and he goes to the basket, creates something positive for the Hillers here. He's going to the line, and he's got 2 fouls now on Dylan Covell.
And he hits. No good on the second.
He's tried to tie up the rebound, but couldn't get it. Here's the trap right in the backcourt now.
And it's in and out of the... kept in bounds. What hustle. As Wolanski was able to get it over to Roach.
Yeah, great save right to the guy underneath the basket for 2 quick, easy points.
Willardson. To Ionelli. And we're going to have a timeout. 6 minutes, 31 seconds left to go. Middleboro up by 5. And I'll tell you, Wally, this Middleboro team, they're impressive.
Yeah, they're playing really hard. And I don't mean that they're just trying hard. That they play with a lot of energy to match the Hillers that we've seen. So, and I don't think the Hillers have kind of run across a team like that matches them with their energy level. So it's a tough one for them to see. So hopefully things will work out in the end for the Hillers here, but it's going to be a tough fight right just the way. They're down 5, only 6.5 minutes to go. Not a whole lot of time, but there is time for them to pull it out. The game is still close.
Some more results from the Division II bracket. Burlington defeated Whitman Hanson 73-54. Mansfield defeated Westboro 62-45. You had Leominster defeat Marblehead 78-58. Situate over Chicopee Comp 63-60. Also, Pope Francis over Archbishop Williams 73-47. Bedford over Grafton 53-41. And Milford over Neshoba 57-50. 6 minutes, 31 seconds left to go. Who will advance to take on Milford? We shall find out in a few minutes. Iannelli to Willardson, back to Iannelli. Iannelli pump fakes, puts up the shot, in he goes.
Now Iannelli's got 16 points of his own to match.
Hillers backing off the full court pressure a bit, Wally.
Yeah, they have.
For 3-ball attempt, no good. Collected by Del Ponte, and now it's stolen away as he tries to pass, and laying the dunk is Youngquist.
Hillers really getting their taste of their own medicine here, and it's tough to see here after such a great season.
Iannelli driving down up with the underhand, no good. Follow through, count it. Marcinowski puts it in.
That's his first field goal of the game, and he's been playing well. Just hasn't been able to hit the bunnies, and so nice when we get that one.
6 points overall for James Marcinowski. A 3-point game. Marzelli. And we're going to have a offensive foul. It's going to be Hiller ball. That foul is going to be against Davenport. That's his third.
Yes, Iannelli playing with 3 fouls, tries to take the offensive foul against him, and he does. That's risky business right there, but it pays off for him.
Oh, it's stolen away. Quick break, Marzelli feeds it over, and another dunk by Youngquist. 27 points for Matt Youngquist.
He can get up.
He certainly can.
2 dunks in a row.
Marcinowski gonna draw the foul.
Good news.
And that's going to be against Youngquist.
And Coach Joe Paz is looking for a jump ball there, and that's kind of what I thought the call was going to be. But they have elected to call a foul on Davenport, and that's his 4th.
Nope, second on Youngquist.
Second. Youngquist.
A little delayed there on the scoreboard, Wally. Well-needed free throw by Marcinowski. He has 7 points so far tonight. A chance to make it a 1-possession game. No good. A rebound by Youngquist.
He was up there for that one, too.
Youngquist feeds it over. Marzelli with it. Gets it to the wing to Roach. Roach gonna draw the foul.
And that's going to be on DeLuca. He's going to be gone.
That is his 5th. He is fouled out. So his night will wrap up.
And hopefully not his career.
4 points total for DeLuca tonight. And a whole lot of rebounds.
Yeah, he had his hands full with the big Middleboro players.
No good on the first by Roach. Second free throw attempt. Got it. Iannelli with possession along the far side. Approaching 4.5 minutes left to go. Tadasian looking for Pantera, knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, Hillers have to really make their passes a lot more, less sloppy and a little more crisp. This is a team that's going to get their hands on them if they're not, firm with their passes.
Marcinowski to Pantera. They're at Willardson. Around the perimeter they go. Iannelli drives baseline, and he was trying to put it out of bounds off the defender's foot. It backfired. Middleboro gets the turnover. Youngquist. Here's Marzelli. Pick and roll here. Marzelli gets it over. Underneath, up with the reverse, and in goes Roach.
Yeah, that's a play that the Hillers run all the time. You put the ball into the high post and try to get a cutter going baseline. And when it works, it's beautiful. And right there, that was a beautiful play in the eyes of Middleboro.
I'll tell you, Wally, there's a reason why I said seeding doesn't matter in this bracket. 38th seeded Middleboro, leading 6th seeded Hillers, 62-55, and I'll tell you, this team's impressive.
Yeah, and they don't look like they're going away. They haven't, they haven't peaked here in this game. They look like they're still on the come. They're rising here. They're
the Hillers could use they could use a run that they had in the first quarter.
Right.
Back when they went on a 9-0 run to start, 11-2 run overall.
11-0.
We'll see if they can do that. 4 minutes, 1 second left to go. Middleboro trying to hang on to pull off the upset and advance.
Hillers down by 7 here.
Dejan into Iannelli. Willitson for 3. No. Loose ball collected by Marzell.
We're under 4 minutes to go. Willitson playing tough defense out there, way out high on the ball.
Middleboro's going to be trying to burn clock here. They're going to take their time. No good on the lay-in by Davenport. Out of bounds it goes. Hiller ball.
Good work by the Hillers on that rebound. Dejan was falling out of bounds with the ball, with the opposing player, and he just laid the ball on the opposing player as they were falling out of bounds. Dejan in the high post, back out to Iannelli, who drives.
Iannelli to Willitson for 3, no good there. Pulled down by Pantera. Pantera feeds it out. Willitson driving in, kicks it over to Dejan. And we're going to have a foul
on the floor. I think Willitson got away with a travel on that last play.
Just waiting to see who that foul's on. There we go. It's going to be on Brady Roach, his 3rd.
And that's the 5th foul for Middleboro, putting the Hillers in the bonus the rest of the way. Dejan hits his first free throw.
That is huge for the Hillers.
Be really big for the Hillers. If they're allowed to make a comeback here, it'll be a big reason why.
Well, there's a good start as Dejan hits both free throws.
And he's a player I think needs to come up big here.
Oh, that's a push. And that's going to be against Matt Youngquist.
And that's a big offensive foul there. And of course, who's the one taking it? It's Jack Iannelli.
That's Youngquist's 3rd foul. Show on the entry. Willitson underneath to Pantera. Kicks it out. Dejan for 3. No good. Dejan collects. Drives baseline to Pantera. No good. Hillers cannot afford to miss those. Youngquist with the rebound. Over to Owatsky. Gets it to the corner. Roach along the baseline. Kicks it over. Up for 3 and no good. There is Marzell, but it's stolen back by Owatsky.
Just about 2.5 minutes to go, and Middleboro wants to reset it and take some time off the clock here.
Marzelli gets it over to Davenport. Up and drawing the foul is Owatsky.
I think Cho again gets another good block there, but they're going to call him for the foul.
That's his first foul. I'll tell you, Wally, you've had a couple of missed layups that the Hillers typically hit, and this is one of those games you can't afford to miss those.
No. They really needed to hit their free throws and all their layups, and they haven't been able to do that tonight.
Owatsky hits the first, now looking for the second, and no good. Rebound by Iannelli, big rebound there. Iannelli drives the lane, up with the fadeaway, he's blocked by Davenport, but Hillers keep it as Pantera gathers up the loose ball. Iannelli driving in to Willitson in the corner for 3, no good. Rebound by Youngquist.
Willinson, unfortunately, has gone cold from the three-point line in the second half here.
Middleboro going to take a timeout. 2:04 left to go. A 63-57 game.
Yeah, we're running out of time here for the Hillers. Only 2 minutes to go and down by 6.
They are, and they are playing a little too desperate, I would say, defensively. You don't want to risk too many fouls going forward and give Middleboro a chance to get to the line. But you certainly do have to get those turnovers.
Right, yeah, it's a delicate balance they have to play with there. Being aggressive without fouling, without being desperate, like you said. And then they can't miss their free throws. They're in the bonus. They're in that actually is a great situation for them with 2 minutes to go and down.
And there's Denise hanging out with the students.
they can use those free throws to climb back in it.
Yeah, you still have time, but it is you're certainly going to have to make sure you hit your shots. The Hillers, they have not had a good time with the layups today.
No, they really haven't, and that's really hurt them the most. I haven't had a great day at the free throw line either, but not terrible. But really, they've missed a lot of layups at the rim.
Marzelli trying to feed it over, and an errant pass. Hiller ball. We'll see if the Hillers try to get it into the low post here. Perhaps they go for the 3 ball. Cho and Iannelli.
Keep running my offense and try to get those layups.
Back to Iannelli. Cho to the corner. Willitson. Pantera kicks it out to Cho. Back to Pantera. Iannelli, long 3, no good.
Yeah, they kind of wasted some time on the clock there too, which they couldn't afford.
Marzelli with it. Marzelli trying to burn some clock. Up top he goes to Davenport. Davenport drives the lane and lays it in, plus the foul.
That's going to be the 4th on Iannelli.
Well, that one hurts.
Yeah, that's a tough one. And they get the bucket, maybe an extra one here. And now the Hillers are looking at the possibility they're going to have to start fouling at some point.
No good on the free throw. Hillers need to work very quickly here.
Yeah, they can't waste too much time on their possessions like they did the last possession.
Iannelli across to Willitson. Back to Iannelli. Driving in, no good. Full court pressure, looking for the foul. They get the turnover. Cho drawing the foul.
Great turnover. Good anticipation by Cho in the backcourt. And after he tips it, he just kept going straight to the hole, and he got the ball back from Iannelli, and he's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Hiller's going to take a timeout first. Big free throws coming up. If you hit these, it's a 2-possession game. But that is certainly a big if. Cho, not a guy you see at the line too much.
Yeah, younger kid, sophomore, but I see him. He seems like a very calm player, and I don't think.
Well, I'll tell you what.
In a situation like this, I don't think it will affect him as much as it might some other younger kid.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to next year. I think Cho will kind of fill that role that's going to be left by Iannelli.
Right.
As kind of the signal caller out there. Or the floor general, I guess you could say.
Yeah, or him or Willitson. Willitson will be a senior.
Right.
It'll be his show to run.
It has been an impressive back and forth game. A tremendous atmosphere. 56 seconds left, and the Hillers trailing by 8, but they're at the line with a chance to make it a 2-possession game if he hits both. missed the first.
Nothing but net.
No good.
Could have used the rebound there.
Hillers looking to foul. Here goes Marzelli. Count it. And that might do it.
Yeah, 42 seconds to go, and they're down by 9.
No good there. And we'll have a foul.
That was hard to foul.
Well, this Middleboro team, they brought it this evening, Wally.
Yeah, they sure did. They weren't intimidated at all, and played. After they got down 11-0 quick. They've kind of outplayed them the rest of the way, even though it's been very close.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very even matchup. If this was a best of 7, I think it would be like a 4-3 type of series.
Right.
But of course, in the MIAA, it's you got to win or go home. And he hits. 10-point gain, 35 seconds left. Iannelli lost it. He was hoping for a foul.
Yeah, he took a three-pointer, got it blocked, hoping for contact.
Going to the line now, Davenport.
Youngquist has 29 points so far, at least that's what I have him for.
You are correct.
He's had a big night. And this is just what I was kind of afraid of, a team that could handle the Hillers' pressure and have a big, solid, big guy or two, and that's kind of what they've run into tonight.
I'd say you got to give Youngquist player of the game for sure. Very impressive performance. Davenport missed the first, hits the second. An 11-point lead. Show, no good. Hillers will foul, but they're not going to be able to overcome this deficit, unfortunately.
And that's going to be on Iannelli, and I think that'll be his 5th, and that is. Put an end to Jack Iannelli's career if things don't drastically change in the next 16 seconds. Unfortunately, it's been a pleasure to watch him play.
Well, Wally, it's been an incredible season for the Hillers. It's unfortunate that it's likely going to end here today.
Yeah, it was very exciting to watch them play. This is the last end of the season for me. It was really, really fantastic. I really enjoyed every minute of it.
But kudos to Middleboro. They came in here and did what they needed to do to advance on to the round of 16, as they will head to Milford High School in the next round.
That's 31 points for Youngquist.
3 attempt, no good by Riesenberger, and that'll do it. Middleboro going to collect the win, 71-58. As the time will tick off, and congratulations to the Middleboro Sachems. They are advancing to the round of 16. The Hillers' season comes to a tough end at 17-4, but it's been an absolute pleasure to cover this team and watch them all season long. And this group of seniors is certainly something special, and we will certainly miss watching the likes of Jack Iannelli, Sam Pantera, Drew Riesenberger, Logan Del Ponte, and Anthony DeLuca. A tough ending for the Hillers, Wally, but you got to give this team big credit for all their accomplishments all season long.
Yeah, Tom, you're absolutely right. It was a fantastic season for them. Really tough way to see it end prematurely like this. You got to hand it to Middleboro for coming in and playing as well as they did. But it was a fantastic opportunity for me to call the games for the Hillers this season. So I've enjoyed every second of it. It was a pleasure to work with you and also watch this team develop, and their seniors especially. It'll be a shame to miss them next year.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure working with you as well, and we'll see you for some spring sports coming up. But a tough ending for the Hillers as they fall short here today by a final of 71-58. For our crew, a big thank you to our crew all season long. Without them, none of this would be possible. Our crew today was Denise Santaki, Mary Arnott, and John Ritz, 3 members of our crew that are beyond valuable, who helped us all season long cover many of these games. So we really appreciate everybody who helped out throughout the winter season. And also, of course, a big thank you to HCAM station manager Jim Cousins, making sure everything's working good and the broadcast is going out all right. And the HCAM team, Matt Clark, Mike Terosian, and Ashley Simmons. Many people make these broadcasts possible, and we appreciate all of them. It takes a lot of work covering the sports season, and we're glad to get all the home games covered for the community. But that is going to wrap it up for tonight. For our crew, Denise Santaki, Mary Arnott, John Ritz, my broadcast partner, Wally Hannaberry, I'm Tom Nappy. The final score for the final time, Middleboro over the Hopkinton Hillers, 71-58. Middleboro moves on to the round of 16. The Hillers season comes to an end with 17 wins and 4 losses. We thank you for watching HCAM all season long. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.
Oh man, what a shame.
Yep.
Hi, welcome to Great Gardens.
Just make sure that you water regularly and through November.
So I think we can go ahead and start backfilling here.